Right then. Sorry if it seems like it's been a while. I've had a bit of time off and I needed to take a bit of a break from streaming and everything over the last couple of weeks because I've been a bit burnt out. But now, over to Rads at hand, I guess. Back to this. Back to a game I have a lot of love for. I think I need to take a quick break because, honest to God, I'm still recovering from the last really big project I did. So for now, it's gonna be this. Right, over to Mega Doomsa. Let's see what the game's got for me. A fuck ton of people. That's what it's got for me. Ah, Taylor. As always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that, in exchange for ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Titola's suggestion, I began providing said ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the void once more. Alright. Excellent. I shall inform Miss Tolan and Destinian, and then go collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you'll find her in the corridors to get connecting Yuge and Karma. Seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Alright then. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. Okay. Let's get too far at least. And I'm using my new controls. This is going to be its second proper test. This thing is quite heavy duty. And I'm not going to bother warping, I'm going to run. Because Kammer isn't too far. Feels good to be back to this. Yep. Feels really good to be back. Then I'll be spoilers to what's next. In any case, time to see what the game has for me. There you go. They look pretty badass. But yeah, I had my first shift back at work yesterday after my week off, and that was... It reminded me very quickly of why I took a fortnight off in the first place. People are fucking stupid. Not just customers, fucking staff. Yep. Yep. One person. Hello, Zero. Scythe girl. I think she'll like taking a look at the world.
Everyone is so carefree.
Well, yeah. And they're gonna be after what happened.
Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness. And how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant.
Because they know they can fight for it.
Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger.
Sorry.
Others are a means to an end. At times, a literal one.
You nearly faced yours a little bit ago.
We forge covenants with men and come here to feed. Or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos.
Xenos is a special case.
Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart.
I suppose so.
But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
I'm the only one who could stand up to him. He found that fascinating. Hello, Mecha!
What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
There was no one else who could challenge him. He was bored, I think.
But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it.
I'll give you that one. You're alright anyways,
Why
Mecca.
are you here? Was there something you needed?
I mean, yeah. Oh, nice. I wish you best of luck with that.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
Alright. Doesn't take too long. Anyways, I've just ordered... Oh. It went quite well. How come you're having chest pains? But yeah, my New Year went well. Didn't do anything. Christmas went even better. I had a plan. I went to my parents' house. I gorged myself on Christmas dinner, and I drank. That was the plan. It was a very good plan. Well, hopefully it goes off soon, love. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Boxing Day last year where... Yeah. It's a good word, that. I mean, what like new... I didn't have a Boxing Day like I did in 2021, because Boxing Day in 2021, I was just hanging. I was hanging at my arse. Yeah, New Year's Eve I just sat down and just... There's a wrestling show on, so I'll watch that. So much Easter. I can't remember the last time I felt such fullness. I can get used to this. There we go.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
Alright. Justinian's got something to say.
What is it?
He feels something off. Oh, yeah. That's a dragon's roar.
He's... calling.
Oh. He's doing that autonomously.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
Oh.
I thought she was in the void.
That's bait.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable.
You mean, Vashal?
Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Yeah, that's bait if ever I felt
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know.
it. He does have a good accent, yeah.
Could she have found a way home?
Like I said, that's bait.
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
Right then, we're off to Garlemald.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
I spelled it already.
As good a place
Not
to
played this
start
yet.
as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
I mean, you're dressed for Garlemald, so we might as well
All right.
take you along.
I presume you wish to
Never
stay
mind.
here in Radzatan until we return.
You've
We
kept
don't
me
know
amply
which-
fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well.
Yeah, we'd best go.
Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald.
Oh, we still got these.
It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Oh. The station.
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
Gods revel, lands tremble. Well, it's time to find out what's going on. Because like I know well enough to know that that sort of thing just going in and out, that is a fucking trap. Yep. Sister, was it really you? I'm not doing his full accent because that sounds horrible. We have no reason to doubt Vritra. Let us depart for Garlemald as soon as possible. Alright. By all accounts, as dire as Golbez's prisoner, yes, he was in the source. It could be that he managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Oh, and it teleports us instantly, that's nice. Here we are, Tertium. People live in such places, do they? Not that I would presume to know their preferences, but it seems uncomfortable. Yeah. You don't say. This is a result of Xenos. I trust you know the associates who will be joining us. Hopefully they've been keeping well. I thought right at heart sooner, but Istrola insisted I bring warmer clothes. This vessel does not feel cold as such, but to remind me that, so long as I am Varshan, it would be prudent not to appear overly conspicuous. Yeah. Yeah, it's the north. Sorry.
Any moment now.
Oh,
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
Oh, hello, Alf. Hello, Alfie. And Alice there as well.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
She's got a bit of a mother side
You get
to her.
used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead.
They will do.
They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
Well, there was a lot of damage done.
So we'll keep doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
You're doing a fine job.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress.
Their voices are echoey because we're underground. It's like, this is a station, this is like a train station, so to speak. So all the voices, so there's a bit of an echo in here.
The Allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter.
Well, that's good at least.
Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Oh, good.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them.
But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
It takes a bit of
Though
doing
you
in MMOs.
yourself helped them
yeah.
take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel?
Oh, yeah, oh, that! Yeah. That was the other prince.
Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
Hopefully. It saves having to deal with another
But enough
wannabe
about
emperor.
events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
You do feel a lot of the consequences. In fact, that's kind of what happened when they relaunched the game a few years ago with A Realm Reborn. You were facing the consequences of something.
After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
I could warp to the fucking
But
first!
I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
It is, yeah. You don't quite feel it as much
The
in
heart
an
of an
MMO,
adventurer
but
cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
is she going? Don't go all tsundere on me now, love. Just thought you were busy. You were up here sorting all this shit out, playing politics.
I know, I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
She has helped us out thus far. I'd keep her around.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless,
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
is that so?
Yeah.
I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
I think she likes her.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand.
Yeah, you do start to see the game.
As
this
we were
game's
about
will
to
change
resume our
quite a
search in
lot.
the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north. Perhaps even here in Galmald.
Oh.
If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
Yeah, they'd be the first to know, pretty much.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
Oh, good. Now tell us.
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is a trap.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
I don't think they were summoned.
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants.
I think the
The
Foster
very
Reaper.
same I believe you have mastered.
Yeah, I've done a touch of reaping.
While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ajdaya was indeed called from the void...
Like I said, this is a trap.
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
I think someone's
Well,
forced their way through.
summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Oh,
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Oh, brilliant.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper Order.
Oh, yeah, that might be a good start.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Eulus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Sounds like a good move. At least I'm relatively dressed for this. It's for once. Right. Feed the bird. And to Camp Broken Glass. It's been a while since there's anything really major around here, story-wise. Let's have a chat with everyone. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary here at the camp. Let us see what we find at this village. I had tempered my hopes, but thanks to Alphino and Alice, we might yet learn something of Ashdaya. I knew the twins wouldn't disappoint. I expect it's been a while since I spoke with Eulus. You'll be glad to see you. The people here struggle to survive as it is. Last thing they need is a Garlemald to be overrun with void scent. A village of void scent users. Let you think I have feelings on this, I don't. What others do is not my concern. But yeah, Reaper Order. Oh, Taylor. What a welcome surprise. Yeah, I've made multiple. I've made a few which could have been, but I've managed to recover from them over the years. You probably know the one I'm referring to. Why? What do you think you've done? Yeah, I managed to drag myself through it. What have you done? Maybe I'll tell her who... Oh. So what are you trying to avoid? I've survived a few, mate. Honestly, I think I get what you mean. And I see you're travelling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies should you require any. Oh, that's not something I've ever done. Never felt like I've needed to, but I think I know where you're coming from. I know you well enough now, Mecha, to know that, and you need to remember this, I don't choose to hang out with just anyone. I think, again, I get what you mean, exactly what you mean. No wrong with being a bit immature. I'm not entirely mature. You've heard my sense of humour, seen what I laugh at, and you've seen some of the shit I've been through. Life is a big gamble. Honestly? Yeah, I mean, you're a good artist. Use what you've got. It's like, art is one of your... It's like, that's one of your talents. You've got to use what you've got. It's like there's plenty of stuff I'm bad at. No worries. It's like there's plenty of stuff I'm bad at. He's like, for years I was really bad at keeping my temper. I'm bad at keeping my nose out of shit I shouldn't be sticking it into, you know? Like, do you remember that drama I had with those guys a little while ago? That all came because they were bothering a friend of mine and I got involved. I'm not good at keeping my nose out of things. But whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not one to say. Because I'm biased. And you're you, and despite and yeah. You're on the spectrum, you're like me in a way. You're on the autistic spectrum. You got your special interests. I mean, you're smart. You don't get into university if you're stupid. You've got a relatively good head on your shoulders. It's not supplies we want, it's information. ADHD, that's a good move. ADHD, my sister's got ADHD. She's got really bad ADHD. She's lovely, and I think you've met her. She's mentally a lot younger than I am, but she's a good lass. I know. But yeah, ADHD is also on the autistic spectrum. It's like, I think my niece has inherited it. It's like I mean, chances are, because my sister's on the spectrum and her partner's on the spectrum. No, you've got a high standard, and honest to God, sometimes you get art block. It's like, with writing, I'm relatively good at writing. Yeah, it's got its disadvantages, but you are who you are. And honestly, normally's boring, normally's soul-crushing. I have to serve normal people at work, and sometimes don't like it. Because you have to cover for everything. Because you've basically got to be like, you've got to pretend to be normal. And I know what you mean. I know what you mean by it. Do you mean like motor skills or anything like that? I mean, Mecca, have you ever seen my handwriting? Yeah, my handwriting's fucking appalling. My balance isn't brilliant sometimes. Oh. That I get. That was me for the last 2 weeks. I've had a fortnight off work. I've built 2 model kits. That's it. That's all I've fucking done. Again, done that. There are days when I've had to force myself to get dressed. When I've had to force myself to get a shower. When I've had to force myself to go do the washing up so I can make some food. And not just order out. Or I've had to force myself to fucking move. Apologies if we interrupt, Euless, but there is a matter we wish to discuss. Wrong button. We just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. This is about the void scent. It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, and they are that village up there in the Lapis Manalis caverns. Yes, I've had moments like that. I've had parts like that. No worries. If it helps you get it out of your system, it helps you get it out of your system. I've had days like that. I've had moments where it's just been like, I need to just... Hell, I've had moments where I'm like, I can't be arsed with this at the moment, but I want to do it, but I cannot be fucked. So what I usually do is try and focus on something else for a bit. So I can sort of get my head clear. It's like, I have that sometimes when I have a Word document open and I'm meant to be fucking writing. which I need to do more of, to be honest, because I don't know how much of my stuff you've read, but when I want to be good, I'm good. It's like there's days when I've got a game in front of me, something brand new that I want to play, but I can't be arsed starting. So many things like that. And sometimes the only way to get through it is to just force yourself through, and it takes some fucking doing. It is so tricky. Back to the cutscene. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Void Sense and took to battle with the beings at their sides. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favour. But if you can get through it, you can get through it. It just takes some doing. And when someone masks as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who is it that taught you? Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. He's keeping mum about it. My sister has been taken captive by Void Sense. I sense her presence in this land, and I've come in search of her. If Void Sense have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not easily reached. Afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. Just still be over in Cerulean Engines where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Call Sid! He can fiddle about with it. He's good at this shit. Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den. Call Sid! Call fucking Sid! He loves tinkering with shit like this. I mean, yeah, Jesse'll rip his fucking head off afterwards, but call Sid! Their duty included transporting ceruleum tanks to the Giotona Platform G. Using snowcraft, I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. It's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of developing provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. It's not, like I said, it's on the list. I'm going to wait until it's on sale again, to be honest. Because I've just ordered a really fucking expensive model kit, a 1 in 60 one. And that's going to be my last big purchase for the next several months until June. The main thing I'm going to have to do is figure out a place to put this one. I think I know where it's going to go, but it means I'm going to have to either move one of the other ones or just put it upstairs. But yeah, my next big purchase after that is a pre-order for a game that's about 100 quid, but that's not until June, and that's Final Fantasy 16. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Void Sense, it's best that we avoid travelling alone. I mean, maybe not me, but yeah, I'll go with her. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. How I say, was it? I was to speak with you. That way, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. I do like her hat. But yeah. I forgot about this song. Yeah, Tapper's it ain't too far. Yep. If you want to eavesdrop, be my guest. Doesn't matter to me. Alright. Well, that's Final Fantasy IV music, and that's giving me a few chills.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people?
Oh.
What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
She's a void sent. She's not from here. You'll have to explain.
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Self-satisfaction?
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
She doesn't quite know what you're getting at. She's a void sent.
To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
For the most part, yeah. You coming? And maybe not Taylor. Maybe not the Warrior of Light. The Warrior of Light is a fucking mercenary. Wrong person. Should get back to it. Before we do, you're right, Zero. Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I'm ready and able. That's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. Not so much farther to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive. So let's speak to the first one we spot. Like, it's not so much that it evolved. It's more that, well, you can't see the city from here. It's in ruins. A lot of the technology got broken or damaged. And a lot of the parts are a lot harder to find now. This is one of the engineers, I think. Because it's the right thing to do. It's not technologically evolved, it's just a lot of the shit's broken. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understand our plight and offered help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. Kinda, yes. I mean, they've still got the tech if they can fix it. It's a bit more complex than that. We're grateful to you too, Alice. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. I mean, the technology is still there, it just needs fixing. To devolve technologically means to outright lose it. It's still there, it's just fucked at the moment. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favour of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired. The one abandoned in Cerulean engines. We're told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the Mammoth? The Mammoth? That's what we took to call them the crafts on account of the size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about the maintenance. I'll see if I can get your Mammoth roaring again. Least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far, so good. Taylor, let's be on our way. Alright, sounds good to me. But yeah, I mentioned a bit ago I wouldn't mind writing a kind of cyberpunk story based in Garlemald. But the thing is, it's basically based around the time where everything starts going to hell. Well, the ending would probably be when things start going to proper hell in Garlemald. when Xenosopht's his dad. This is more sensitive call than I realised. My body is made differently, so I feel nothing. Don't you worry, the mammoth's in good hands. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft? Yeah. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big and so are its parts. Some strong backs should make the work go faster. You're ours. You feeling still anything about the mountains, I take it? We had a solid grasp of that area as well as the size of the snowcraft. My back's perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for Voidsent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. Let's all head over to Mammoth and assess what needs fixing. Really? You could do with some ironworks engineers. In fact, get this fucker in chat. Get him in touch with them. If matters well here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Taylor? Alright, why not? How about you, Zero? I'll assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. This demands payment, but we'll be glad for your contribution nonetheless. The Unending Codex. Yep. Can't say I understand Alice's answer, but that's debt. I've got a debt. And now, with all these people, I can't fucking see Alice. My thanks for again for agreeing to help. The Ultrapath contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supply to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Well, Taylor, looks like you're with me. Then. Voidsent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I hired a mine to go out and patrol the Evelyn Rime. Shall we? Alright. It's been a while since I've been to the Rime. Well, it isn't. I took up fishing in game, and the Rime was one of the places I had to go. There we go. Right, here we are. Voidsent was spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Here we go. Yeah, there's going to be some Voidsent around about nearby. Ah, there was a destination there. Right then. Oh, they're riding a Typhon. Yeah. car mount. If you want Final Fantasy 15, the car mount. Yep. Oh, those are some bigger ones over there. Yeah, this game has some fucking odd mounts. Right on there. There's got to be something here. Probably a big one. Like one of those trappers. There we go. Ah. Near the liminal station. Basically a train station. Yes, Garlemald have trains. There we go. Oh, you've got a big one as well then, eh? Yeah, this is bait.
All finished, are we? Good.
Yeah, we are.
The cold doesn't let up out here, does it?
No, it doesn't.
They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary.
Yeah, we've
Subsisting
got
on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security.
Yeah. Again, the trains can probably be fixed up.
Though things will never be as they once were.
I mean, to be fair, we don't want things to be as they once were. They were an imperialistic fascist
If we
empire.
can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
You're doing your best. Anyone can see that.
Oh? Lest you misunderstand, I wasn't fishing for a compliment. As I said, I'm doing this because I want to.
She's gone. Don't go again. Don't go all tsundere on me now, love.
Still, I appreciate your support. Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back.
Yeah.
I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else.
She's got a big house, as Alice said.
She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Meanwhile, at Tertium. So fucking, effectively saying it's turned into a soup kitchen.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Oh great, someone's got the flu.
Of course. Give me a moment.
Hopefully they're not coming up. Hopefully they're not getting a fucking
Zero,
pandemic
may I
here.
leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Hello, Euless.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
It's a bit more complex than that.
Comrade? We've...
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
She's only just met him, mate. Don't
Then
say-
no. He's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
You did a bit.
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along. I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
I don't think you're doing that, sweetheart.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry?
He's got a takeaway.
We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
It is. I think it's one of the songs from Endwalker.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Maybe.
Azim Steppe-style dumplings. Butz, they call them.
Mongolian. The Azim, if that's from the Azim Steppe, it's Mongolian.
Never had a
What's that
dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam.
She don't really eat anything.
We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones.
It sounds like a big fucking donut. Oh god, you're getting him emotional.
Just think of it as bread, alright?
Pierogi. Yeah, it does a bit. That does look nice. A bit, yeah.
I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
I'm starting to like the sound of it more. This game, like, see if any other feels. She's just been in the Thavnair for about a month, so she's gonna be used to spice by now.
Interesting.
He's fucking devouring his.
Interesting good, or interesting...
Spices you have to practice with.
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
It'll burn twice.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
Oh, hello, Alice, eh?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
That's not what I thought I would ever hear. Acquaint.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino! Alize!
Oh, brilliant. So what's gone wrong? Oh, he's hurt. He's all down. Tell by the shield. Right then. None of these are foods I use, so I'm gonna take the silver. But yeah, I've had practice over the years with spices. I remember you when I first met you. You used to be trying all kinds of different things. I know it's First Legion. Bird needs feeding. Got a bad feeling about this. This seems urgent. Well, shouldn't you see what's wrong? He was out on patrol, so if he's come back early then... Right. Forgive the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Void Center approaching from the mountains to the east. Their numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. That ain't good. Yeah, this is a trap. But what? What? But it's Cholo and the others. Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find them and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? I've already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obligated to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I'll do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, wherever we are in need. Assuming the booze I gave you is worth anything, will you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people to safety. Always good to listen. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let us go with it and find Istolum and the others and assist with the evacuation. I mean, she's a Void Center, so she operates by bargaining and contracts. She's also really fucking powerful. Like, easily one of the most powerful of all. Like, easily, she's one of the most powerful ones we've had so far. Oh! Hello! Come, we need to find our comrades. Right then, we've got an instance. Given their positions, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Void Center. If it comes to it, we must be prepared to battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. How about you, Taylor? Okay. Item level 630. That's the cap. I'm not at that cap yet, but I am a very high item level. Yeah, they're Galleon shields and Galleon swords. It's an Analas.
Report. Lost contact. When? Void sent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
He's effectively their commander. He's useless at this point.
If it was Void sent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
She doesn't have it.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Voidsent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
You got a lot of troops. And a tunnel.
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
She's an extremely powerful void sent. She'll be fine. But yeah, these will be part of Golbez's bunch. Oh, heck.
Damn these demons!
Jesus!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere?
Does a bit.
Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Oh, this is gonna be a nasty one, I reckon. Right, what's this do?
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass.
Get desperate.
More of them.
Yep.
Still
God, that hurt.
Good.
They sent the fucking powerful voice to deal with it.
I can't.
Fuck. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna make that.
How?
Oh, that's a really bad.
What's the gate be for their light to come through? Is this it then?
Hopefully not. Yeah, did a bit.
Just like that time. When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
I'm surfing back then. Oh. Past 0.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
That's a crystal of darkness. This must be how she originally died. How she originally died.
And now we can get back to our business.
Get up, damn you! Too weak. I need help. Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? What Who?
Reinforcements. Oh,
You. What are you doing here?
they'll have had a link shell.
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Naturally they did. They're powerful.
Can you stand?
You're not finished yet, Zero. Let's fight together.
All right. I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
And let's knock this smug fucker off his throne. Right, take care of the ads first.
Thank goodness we're not too late. Can you still fight?
Good luck slaughtering this. Right.
My strength is spent. I'll only get in your way.
This guy's naked.
Chin up! We'll get through this together!
Get up! Stay sharp!
Everyone all right?
This dude hits hard. He's getting a bit too bad.
We must weather this together.
We will. Nice and healthy. There we go. game we got.
I am your end!
There we go. Don't go in our favour now. There we go. Job's a good one. That was a fight and a half. I enjoyed that. I do love me a good solo duty.
You did well to find me out here.
It's kind of hard not to notice a big fucking army of Void Tent coming for one person.
We have Eulus to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
There would have been more casualties if not for you. A lot more.
No. If it was not for you and the others,
Although I still think this was a trap. They know she's here.
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I think so.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
We headed
No,
off at the pass.
and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
I think he likes.
What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Basically, he owes her fucking dinner. I think Zero might be a little bit sundered at heart. There we go. Zero's convalescing aboard the train. Euless has already given us something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. Can't help but wonder though, what possessed her to go and fight all those void scent on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one boots would suffice. I think someone's been a bad influence on her. Oh, I'm just joking. Or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. Right then. As Alice said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her world, nor her battle to fight, yet she risked life and limb for us, nonetheless. That will not soon be forgotten. Now then, I expect that our friends will return soon. Once everyone has gathered, we can take stock of the situation. Right then. Let's get to waiting. I get the feeling we're going to be doing the dungeon soon. Apologies for the delay, I finished replenishing my ether. Full glad am I to hear. We must thank you again, Zero. Indeed, many are still alive because of you. Those soldiers not least of all. Yeah, you did a good thing, love. It's like, what's this warm feeling? How fared you? Better than I did, by all accounts. We had to contend with our fair share of void sent en route to the snowcraft, but we had the benefit of numbers. With their help, we quickly dispatched of all the void sent that came our way. Thankfully, they stay dead in our world. We were trying to decide what to do next when we received word about the transport. It is how Alisay, Taylor and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. For void to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a void gate has indeed been opened nearby, meaning more than can just come through at their leisure. Seems that the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Mentalis, as you intend. What's the state of the snowcraft? Nearly operational, I believe. Vritra is with the engineer, who is hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join the means to rule your engines? Finally a chance to go on the offensive. I would join you as well. I wouldn't dream of refusing you, but what did you have in mind for payment? Payment won't be necessary. I will do this because I want to. You've kindled something within me, a compulsion, a desire to act, that has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I do not understand it, but I wish to, and to that end I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. I think Ishtola just smirked. I would also like to join you in tracing the void sent to their origin, though that would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running well enough. Just find where the void sent are coming from and see that they stop. Take care, Zero. I will. Right then. It's all the way to the south. Right. On the mount. And here, I'm riding a dog. There we go. Right, just down to the south. Not too far at least. Something's going on there. It's a mount from one of the extreme trials. We did it unsynced and I wound up looking out and getting it off. There's quite a few of them, to be honest. Yeah, as you can see, Garlemald had trains. I mean, it could probably be fixed up, but you'd need a big bunch of people to do it. And that, as you can see, is an oil rig. Well, a cerulean rig in this case. Yep. You know, I think they missed a step there by not having a duty actually take place on the oil rig. Right. For the sake of our friends, I pray we succeed in our mission. The Void Gate is of course our main objective, but we can also find useful salvage and all the better. I'm glad the engineer is safe. I'd never forgive myself if something had happened to him on our account. It's good to see you all safe and well. The craft stands ready. I'm pleased to say. Our engineer friends work tirelessly. His zeal a match for any of my alchemists. Vritra insisted on staying behind to guide the snowcraft. He's anxious to get up that mountain, and understandably so. Mammoth is an apt name for the craft. Its prodigious size made defending it difficult, but it came through unscathed. To have to go to such lengths to traverse a single mountain. People of this land do not have easy lives. Not really, no. Right then. There you are. Your timing couldn't be better. Thanks to Varsan's help, I've managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. The mammoth's ready for the snow once more. You can leave the piloting to me. E2. It'll be my pleasure to get you to where you need to go. You are too kind, thank you. Let's be on our way then, shall we? I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm actually going to queue for the duty. I don't really like I'm not really one for trusts. Anyways, to Lapis Manalis. Let's have a look. Yeah, not doing minimum item level. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I'm well above the minimum. So I will be in very quickly. I could tank it, but I don't fancy doing so. Not when I don't know what to expect. Yeah. Yeah, she's probably one of the best tanks on the fucking server, judging by what she's using. An Abyssos guillotine. Yep, that is the Tower of Babil. And this is where the Gallian Imperial Palace used to be. But yeah, the queue shouldn't take too long to pop. While I get that sorted out, I'm just going to have a little wander around Garlemald. Yeah. Yeah, it got built where the palace... Well, in fact, the palace is still underneath it. They built that on top of the palace. That monstrosity of a tower. Yep. Kind of. That tower is actually a colossal energy cannon. Xenos and Fandaniel intended on using it to break the seal of Zodiac on the moon. And believe it or not, they failed. Just. So they just went up, they destroyed all the seals on there but one. So they had to go and deal with that one personally. Basically, that palace, that place there, is where the Emperor of Garlemald was shanked. By his own flesh and blood. Not exactly. We don't exactly... I'm not entirely sure. They failed because they hadn't built up enough ether. I think it might have been due to our timing. Oh, jeez. Alright, you sleep well, and I will see you another time. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, but I'll be doing the raid tomorrow night with any luck. If it had two guns sticking out the front. Yeah. Sleep well. Griffin. That means we have to take care of the thing really quickly. Oh, that's a big... That's a weird looking fucker. Albion. No, I didn't even see that coming. God's fucking stampedes! Right. Not on ice. Oh, brilliant. That was relatively simple. Oh, hello. I mean, they're not going to take. Maybe they will take it. They've got a lot. They're not as well geared as we are. Never mind. That's surprising. Oh, Fedorigas, i.e. what in Final Fantasy XI were called gargoyles. Rock of Albus. Yeah. Those at some point. Yeah. That's a lot of AoEs. Shit, that's a wide. First Proper wipe in the story dungeon while I've been fucking raped. And while I'm actually doing the story. That's a tricky mechanic. Yeah. Yep. Right then. Food again. Let's see what comes next then. Against this Reaper. That's what she is. She's a Reaper. Fucking whale on it. That time. That's down. That's you completely ignoring mechanics. That's relatively simple. I think it goes. The middle mistake spot. There we go, we got it. Now probably rotate. Waiting. Here we go. Yeah, once you get that one down, it's a relatively simple mechanic to get. Oh, that's a void. That's either a snake or a void snake. Oh, it's just a snake. what else is down there. Oh, all the way down to the deep spine. Okay, their voice sent. Monks. Go. I like it with bosses like that and the space though. They have to take a bit of thinking feet. There we go. Right then, let's see what the boss of this place is. That's not a small void gate.
All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Kanyatso!
Oh dear. They were just getting Rubicante next patch. Yeah, this was bait.
I've been waiting so long! Don't disappoint! Brace yourself! I bring my water!
Well.
Great deep of blackest terror!
Ow. Fuck. I ran straight into him.
You really must try harder! Battle the swamp with the appetite!
Ad phase. Yeah, we got it.
No more games!
Hi, boy.
Time! What? That's not right! How do you like this? frigid
Somewhat safe over here. Let's pop this.
Why are you still alive?
Go off. Got him. That's a hell of a fight. Enjoyed that. They deserve it. I enjoyed the hell out of that fight.
Tell me one thing, Cagnazzo. A dragon of our world crossed over into yours long ago, but I have felt her presence here again. What is the meaning of this?
I dare say what you felt was this.
Dragony. That's a dragon's eye.
Sisters. What have you done to Ashdaya?
If you want answers, you'll have to get them from Lord Golbez. Assuming you've the strength to face him. A pity I will not see the plan to fruition, but my part is done. And to fight with the thrill of battle in my heart makes it all the more worthwhile.
I suppose so.
No! Wait! Where is she? Where is my sister?
At long last, I go to join the great.
And his ether has been dissipated. With that, the void gate closes. But we've got a dragon's eye, with which we can
By the
locate.
gates closing, there can be no doubt that he was the one who opened it.
Yeah, from the other side.
Ashdaya, I prayed we might meet once more.
She is likely still in the void. Take heart. We will find her yet.
So what now?
While you discuss how to proceed with your search, I would excuse myself to look around. There may be salvage that we could use at the camp.
Makes sense.
In that case, I'll patrol the area for more void scent.
Very well. Let us take a moment to consider our options.
Alright then. Why does he look so defeated? We are close to finding his sister, are we not? But it would go far to use it as Dia's eye as bait. What could they be after? Oh, Ashdaya. So we've discovered the source of the outbreak, of the Void Sent outbreak in Garlemald. A gate forced open from the Void. The barrier between our worlds is especially thin here, I suspect. Go. Otherwise, I see little reason why the Reapers chose to live in such an inhospitable place. Even if conditions are ideal, we're talking about a gate that could pass an art feed. Opening one so large could not have been so easy. In the age of Alec, Emperor Xande created an enormous portal using a prodigious amount of ether harnessed by the Crystal Tower. In theory, a similar feat should be possible from within the Void. One need but have the requisite amount of ether, such as that harboured by a great worm's eye. And its ether is indeed greatly diminished. In Taylor's vision, Golbez lets his art fiends feed upon Ashdia's ether. If he has also taken an eye to open this gate, soon. It does not bode well, I know. Nevertheless, we must remain hopeful and continue our search. What I find curious is why our foes chose to strike now, some 5,000 years after Ashdiah vanished into the Void. And while their overarching plan remains a mystery, what exactly was Kenyatso's part in it that he had finished? The eye's an anchor. The eye's an anchor to this place. Like I said, this is bait. Oh dear. Why does it look... The eye explains how they managed to cross over, but we still don't know why they chose this time and place for an incursion. If Kenyatso's intent was for his parting word to give us pause, and he'd succeeded, to embrace death to find satisfaction in oblivion, perhaps it is indeed true that many Void Sent yearn to return to the life stream. Oh, Ashdiah, what has become of you that even your eyes should be so spent of ether? I cannot bear the thought of her being held captive a moment longer, but how will I find her? What must I do? Calm yourself, Vritra. I appreciate that you are upset, but such passion clouds your judgment. You must endeavour to remain composed. When your mind is clear, we may consider how to proceed with our search. You're right. In the meantime, I will help Alphino and Alice back at the village. Sounds like a fine idea. We should go as well. Here we go. Nalis then. Taking time looking around the dungeon in post-endgame Endwalker. Those are pools of cerulean. This place isn't small. Pardon me. Let us take comfort in the knowledge that the Void Gate is closed and that the people of Gallowell need fear the Void Tent Horde no longer. Oh, you've come too. Leave Richard be. He needs time alone with his thoughts. We're here to help no one else here, aren't we? Are we? There's little else of interest here, so I wouldn't be opposed to the diversion. I don't see Reacher with you. Is everything alright? He needs a moment to himself. While he's indisposed, I thought we'd lend you a hand. I just finished patrolling the area, so we're fine on that front. There's no sign of Void Scent, and I doubt we'll see any more now that the gate has been closed. As for Althano, he set his sights on the Cerulean Spring. We're hoping to take as much of the stuff as the snowcraft can bear. That much fuel would keep the people warm for a good while. We've managed to procure a few suitable containers for transporting the cerulean, and we're about to return to the spring. If you've a mind to scrounge more containers, I can take what you have now and get them filled. Thank you, Estinian. The more we can load into the snowcraft, the better. Would you and Ishtola mind helping us with our search then? You'll need to take any suitable containers to the spring and then back to the snowcraft once you've filled them with cerulean. Alright. I mean, now they've got the mammoth fixed, it makes things easier. Yep. Dilapidated. Basically, that one's knackered. Hoboed. Sturdy. That'll do. Yeah. It's fascinating to look around the dungeons afterwards. There we go. So loads of us been on today. Well, less than should be. Everyone else will probably be on later. Right. Down here we go. Back up mount. Go. So now we've got to make our way back to the snowcraft afterwards. Pardon me. It's had a bit of wind all day. You just need to carry this liquid back to the fire to the snowcraft. Sounds simple enough. Alright. Sending us straight back. That's handy. Good work, my friend. I expect we'll have a sizable load to deliver. Yeah, I suppose so. Hold on. Didn't even notice the destination there. Snowcraft is all but overflowing with silurium containers. However, several of your comrades have yet to arrive. Perhaps a nearby vantage point will afford you a more favourable view of their return. Up here. I mean, I wouldn't be much good up here because I don't do well with heights when I don't feel secure. Oh! Hang on. You know what? I'm getting a picture of that. That lets you know just how fucking large that tower is. It's towering above mountains. There we go.
Is Vitra not back yet?
Not yet, no. Hopefully soon. Oh, there we go.
My apologies for the delay.
No worries.
Are you all right?
I am. As distressing as this turn of events was, the eye itself gives me cause to hope.
Yeah.
While it is no longer possessed of Ashdaya's will, it may yet lead us to her.
Like I said, it's...
Were it not for your
everything.
encouragement, I would never have dared to embark on my search, much less come this far. I will not lose faith. I will find my sister, wheresoever she may be.
Alright.
We'll return the eye to her, together.
Though tainted, the eye has not fully succumbed to darkness. Ashdaya herself may have been able to resist its influence.
Oh. At least the dragon's carrying it.
Well, as much as we'd love to take part in your next foray, we can't abandon our efforts here.
Fair enough.
Indeed. We'll need to keep a close watch, in case the Void Gate opens again as well.
Yeah.
Though should it prove safe to do so, I have some ideas for how we might put this village to use.
Oh?
Do what you must. We will manage.
To free Ashdaya, I expect we will have to deal with Golbez once and for all. After which you may undertake your work without worry.
We look forward to the glad tidings.
You'll take good care of everyone, won't you?
What? Why do you ask me this?
She's really tsundere.
Because comrades look out for one another. And I can't think of anyone more qualified to keep them safe.
True. I will do no less than I've promised.
She's very prone and fond of doffing her hat. I've noticed.
If our respective plans are settled, then let us head back.
Yeah, sounds good to me. You know, it feels weird not having to report to Tataru. Right then, see what everyone has to say. I'm not your keeper, nor Do I know what you expect of me? But I'll keep my word. Vritra has quelled the tempest within his heart. He should be fine. That as Ashdaya's eye had succumbed to darkness bespeaks her incredible resilience. Let us trust in this sign that she yet lives and not be deterred in our efforts. I must apologise for my bout of melancholy. To be so easily shaken ill becomes a great worm. You have remained at my side and ever offered me support and encouragement. I haven't the words to thank you. It was good seeing you again. I hope you'll remember to call on us sooner the next time you need help. Suppose this is where we part ways for now. Though we have every faith in you, we will pray for your safety all the same. Thank you. I'm glad we had the chance to talk, Zero. Take care. Until next time. Till next time. Right, so what's next? Path's barred. Am I right in assuming that we are to return to the Void? Now that matters have been settled here, yes. But first we should return to Ratahan to prepare. When everyone is ready, let us convene at Megaduta. There we go. Xena Warrior Bunny there. Right then. Back to Megaduta. That was a very nice duty. That was a very interesting dungeon. Right. Fix gear. Bit of a compulsion, a bit of an impulse behind that. There we go. Luckily, I can use the top warp location. I get the feeling it's the patch content pretty much done. Well, the main story of it. I'm not going to do the raid stuff until tomorrow. And any side story stuff, I'll do that tomorrow as well when I've got a day off.
If everyone is ready, then let us depart for Al-Zadal's legacy.
Alright. Actually. Oh, that ain't good. That was a bang. That's fire.
What was that?
That was not good.
A deluge of ether. The mark of a terrible magic.
Oh, heck.
It wasn't far from here. Let's go.
Like I said, the dragon's eye was bait.
Hey, you! Stop! If you're thinking of taking to sea, don't!
What has happened?
We were out working our nets when a light suddenly shot up over Bowflower Isle with a boom. A massive fiend then took to the skies.
Oh dear.
Another blasphemy, we feared.
But we didn't linger to find out.
Another fiend.
Did you see where it was headed?
I can't say for sure, but it looked like it was northward bound.
I see. Our thanks for the warning, and do not let us keep you.
So we do get a trial. We're not finished.
Bafla Al is connected to Al-Zadal's legacy. This cannot be a coincidence.
Yeah, they figured out where we've come
In
from.
response to Khan Yatso's defeat, they have come for our gate.
So it seems. I would ascertain the situation at the vault, but the fiend must be dealt with, ere people come to harm.
Yeah.
I shall assume my dragon form and seek it out at once.
Wait!
This is a trap.
You heard the fisherman. A blasphemy, they called it. If another flying creature was sighted now, others will assume the worst and panic will spread. This is not the way.
I'll see to the fiend. This is what I do.
You are right, Estinian. I will gather my soldiers and search the Isle for casualties. As you wish. The fiend is yours.
Good.
The hunt will go more swiftly with help. Zero, might I prevail upon you to accompany him?
Very well.
Then Estinian and I will make for Al-Zadar's legacy and secure the gate.
Stay on your guard. The enemy is clever and will have anticipated our response.
Whether the response is predictable or not is irrelevant. I've got a job to do.
Be safe, my friends, and may the sisters guide your steps.
In any case, I've got work to do. Right, before that, however, I need to get myself on a mount. And I need to be right back. Right, we got work to do. heading north, but that still leaves a lot of ground for a few of us to cover. We need a way to conduct our search more efficiently. Do you have any ideas? I know people who may have seen something. In other words, we seek help from the locals. We think it best then very well. So where to then? The great work in the encampment at the Hamlet Hatchery. If both places are to the north, then the people there may have indeed seen something. Very well, I will head to the great work and leave the encampment to you. Great, I get the further look, then again I've got a mount. I ain't sure the mount's a dog, but it'll do. There we go. I reckon they'll have gone to where the tower used to be. Over there. They're baiting us. Because they want the dragon's eye back. We weren't meant... I think as far as their plan goes, we weren't meant to survive against Kanyatso. Saw the light over at the Black Flower Remnants too, did you? We sent scouts to investigate, but they have yet to report back. We'll continue to keep watch here, but if you learn anything, be sure to let us know. These fishermen saw a fiend emerge from the Black Flower Remnants before heading north, you say? I wonder what... I saw what I thought was a ball of flame flung from the explosion, but now I wonder. It flew north in the direction of Khadgar. If this is in fact a fiend, then we have trouble on our hands. We must remain vigilant. Nafty. Let's have a look at him. I presume he's come to investigate the explosion of the Black Flower Remnants as well. We've yet to ascertain precisely what happened. Is there any information you can share with us? A fiend emerged from the explosion and flew toward Khadgar? By the sisters, had I learned of this sooner? Never mind, there's no time to waste. Again, that's not because I'm confused, it's spell bit, it's magic based. I'll get silver. Right. Confound it. We were so concerned with the explosion that we failed to recognise that the threat had not yet passed. We must alert command at once and instruct the people to seek shelter. Is there a way to the top of Khadgar? What, you mean to go there to investigate? And again, you are more than capable of defending yourself. As you wish, we'll leave this in your hands. The giant skull grounds are situated at the base of Khadgar. I myself am not familiar with the mountain pass, but the quarry workers are bound to know many. Gesner, for instance, he's worked there the longest. Go on, my friend, may the sisters keep you. Right then! Right, I think we've got an archfiend to deal with. If it's who I think it is, we might be in for a ton of trouble. There we go. Climb Khadgar. Couldn't have chosen a worse time. There was an earthquake early and it triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to the summit may be blocked. But if you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak with Stramul. He climbs out like a langer and might know some other way up, if not the gentlest. Yep. It's up here. to reach Top Kikadga. After what has happened, that should be the last place anyone sane would want to be. But yes, I'm familiar with another route that could just still be accessible. I will once afraid to hide the sea and use it to build up my courage. I cannot say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions. I take you to where the route starts, but no further, alright? Alright then, Drakadga.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it.
Oh god.
This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void. Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion.
Oh.
A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here. To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
We still have a way into the void, but it's a dangerous one. A really dangerous one. May destroy the vault, but there's still the tower. Oh, hello!
Such an exquisite sight. The canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world, too, once.
One of Golbet's champions, I presume?
I am Rubicante, the archfiend of fire.
Oh. He's the strongest one of the archfiends.
A monster in flesh. Yet in spirit I remain a man. A prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world. Until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation. Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon. But I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Mount ordeals. Right then. In we go. This is going to be an interesting one, I think. Rubicante, if memory serves correctly, in Final Fantasy IV, is nasty. For the duty to pop now. I hope it's not like it was. Yeah. Right then, in we go. Here we go. The attack of flame. Rubicante.
You stayed the course, as I knew you would. As too will I. Come!
Right then. Food.
The Archfiend of Fire has no heat. The glory of fire.
Oh, that's falling a little close.
Ash will remain.
die. Yeah.
Dark flames to me!
Yeah, I'm dead.
Naught but ash will remain.
I am
one with the flame.
He's actually getting more serious now. If I'd known we were about to do that, I would have saved.
You are the first to hold this form.
Who the fuck are you, Freezer?
My essence made pure. Destruction incarnate.
That is a nasty move.
To ashes with him. I shall tear you asunder!
Everyone would be nice there. Oh, fuck off!
The flames rise higher.
This was taking me a bit to get down. Maybe you could have saved that. Never mind, the 2% they've got him.
Come, oh God! I shall tear you asunder!
He's dead. That was an interesting fight. I think that's this done. Wrong button.
It seems I was a step too slow.
Yeah.
To defeat all of us archfiends, you are strong indeed.
Yep. Why do you fight? What is it that you wish to save?
You would know your enemy's heart.
Yep.
Very well. It bleeds more than you can ever understand. But I will speak, and you will listen, and learn how all began.
The wonders of the Echo.
How long has it been since the world was undone? Since light and life gave way to darkness and undeath? Since we were reduced to beasts befouled, squabbling over what scant ether remains? But you are different. You remember who you were, and the paradise for which you fought. That world will never be ours again. But we need not suffer in this purgatory of death and rebirth forever. Join me, and together we shall seek the promised land.
Oh, fuck.
There is no hope. No freedom from the wheel. You speak a fantasy.
I speak truth. The Ascian's revelation. There are other worlds than this. Ours is but one of 14. There is no greater proof than the whispers we hear, born of a neighboring reality. A reality to which we may journey if we can but break down the barrier that divides us.
You meant it then. We will take this world as our own. Count me in.
Scammilioni.
In return for your strength, I offer you opportunity to pursue your own ends in service to a greater cause. A glorious kingdom of light, wherein all may know death's sweet embrace.
Oh, great. We've got someone like fucking Van Daniel again.
And thus did we begin our great work.
You intend to forsake the 13th and conquer the Source?
Just so. Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
You served Golbez of your own volition.
As atonement for my failures, I tried to be a hero. Tried to stop the war. But I could not.
So in turn you wage another.
A means to a final end. The wheel of depravity must be broken. Even the most exalted succumb. We eat and deepen the stain upon our souls, until only the hunger remains. Is this to be our fate for all eternity?
Hopefully not.
I don't know. About this and a great many things. But I do know that it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. Not everything need be a trade. This I learned from the people of this world. Even without a contract, without any expectation of personal gain, they labor for one another. I didn't understand it at first, and perhaps I still don't. But if I'm to achieve something, I'd rather do it their way. Else I am already a hunger-maddened beast.
Perhaps we have indeed surrendered to the hunger after a fashion. Make for our moon. There you will find both Lord Golbez and your dragon.
Oh. Why are you telling us this?
To be so viciously slandered. Pride demands I prove my virtue at the last.
Ah.
And perhaps your own will resonate with his, and draw forth that singular jewel which abides deep within his heart. A desire which lies beyond his quest to free us from our purgatory. A desire all his own.
And another voice and falls. My inquiries delayed me. Not accustomed to conversation, but I'm glad I arrived in time to speak with Rubicante. As much as I understand his motives, I believe there's a better way. Yours. The future you strive for is one I wish to see. And I want to know why I feel this way. Why this fire burns in my breast. Here we go. There's nothing more for us here. What of Alzadal's legacy? Has there been word from Ishtola and the others? It's gone. It's been destroyed. I see. Frustrating perhaps, but better the gate be destroyed than used to unleash more void scents. We should return to Megaduta and rejoin the others. Really? To Megaduta. Go fix my gear up. I'm sure I'll be able to get that fight figured out eventually, but for now, that's got to be a bit. That one blagged my head a bit. Right then. Back to Megaduta. See what they got for me there. Yep. Seems the others are already inside. Let's join them. There we go. There's Vritra. Tusks and all.
Thank goodness you're both all right.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate.
We'll find another way through.
But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain?
Well, Golbez is minus his archfiend, which has to count for something. They also said he'll seek him on their moon.
Golbez aspires to deliver void scent unto the source.
Yep.
Where they may die and return to the life stream to be reborn.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Indeed. Void scent themselves are inherently dangerous. Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered. 'Twould be naught less than a calamity.
How can we prevent this?
The simplest way would, of course, be to strike at Golbez himself. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Yep.
Indeed. Rubicante have deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
I mean, we've got one. We've got the we just need the ether. And we've got the tower.
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect. Better we explore other avenues.
Like I said, we've got the tower.
If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
We've got the fucking crystal
By
tower!
all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemists.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
Alright. Could always go to the first and ask. And see if they got any information there.
I'm no scholar. I'll find another way to keep myself busy here.
You can just be a mercenary. That'd be a little training to give you a lance arm honed.
Rest assured, I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
Zero. May we call upon thee when next we venture unto the 13th.
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment. I will go for myself, to try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante. And the fire I felt within, when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
That'd be a good move.
I will not fail you again, sister.
Alright, let's have a word with... Well, that was a lot of noise all at once. Before you leave, I would once more express my gratitude. By your hand has Thavner been saved yet again. But before you delivered my people, you helped me rediscover hope. When the sight of my sister's eye left me bereft, and adrift for a time, we may have lost the gate in Azadal's legacy, but there must be another way to travel to the void, and together we will find it. For now I bid you rest and recover your strength. I too shall have my vessel improved ahead of our next foray. To achieve his ends, Golbez has sacrificed his 4 generals. Such a ruthless foe is unpredictable in the extreme, but no matter what he plots, we shall do our utmost to see that he does not succeed. Right, so I've just finished the main story. Again. There'll be a way on our moon. Meanwhile, on the moon in the 13th. knows what's going on.
Kanyatso and Rubicante have joined with the Great Flow.
Yep.
In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few were as ravenous as they. You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. But with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
And like the best is the fall. There's something else in there. There can only be one thing in a moon in there. That's a shard of they've got a shard of Zodiac in there. Whoa. That is creepy as fuck.
At long, long last, the end draws nigh. The end to life on that star, and the end to my suffering.
There's something in that moon. Beyond closed gates awaits your foe, where no light path leads and none may go. Right then. And so, with that, I'm done for the night. That was well worth doing. And that's why I love Final Fantasy XIV. Not going to bother raiding anyone because I don't think there's anyone going. I'm just going to have myself a good evening because I'm just going to relax for the rest of the night because it's 2 AM here. Going to go and wash up and make myself some food. See you all tomorrow. Ta-ra!